Hi, my name is Dina Kitab, and I'm the Content Creation Intern for Autodesk 123D. As a content creation intern, my job for the last 10 weeks has been to dream up and execute my own projects while documenting them on blog.123dapp.com. The amount of creative freedom I've been given here is unreal and overwhelming in the best possible way. Having that said, I'll be presenting some of the projects I've worked on. I should preface this by saying that I'm not an engineer, nor had I ever used 3D modeling software prior to this summer. Here's the design software that I knew at the start of the summer. And here's the software that I know now. Here are the machines I knew how to use at the start of the summer. And here are the machines that I now know how to use. Using my newly gleaned knowledge, I've made some things. My first project was an iPhone lens pinhole-shaped attachment made using Tinkercad. This was my first time ever using Tinkercad, or ever 3D modeling anything really. It took a few iterations, but I was quite happy with the results. It was pretty successful in that it worked, and it got picked up and retweeted by non-Autodesk sources, which I was really excited about in my first 2 weeks here. For my second project, I applied my deep-rooted love for urban gardening with my new 3D modeling skills. I used 123D Design to model some air plant planters that could utilize small, unused office spaces. Using 123D Design for the first time was a little overwhelming, but after a mere 10 weeks of modeling, I could definitely recreate these in a matter of minutes today. I called them tiny desk crevice planters and placed them in the tiny cracks and crevices of Pier 9. From that point on, a passion had been ignited. Once I saw how easy it was to fabricate all my air plant-based ideas, I couldn't stop printing planners. I opened up 123D Design again and modeled a bike-mounted planner for a fellow intern's bike. The feedback I received from the online community was overwhelmingly positive, which encouraged my maker's spirit to keep going. I also designed a 3D model for Cricut users who wanted to use their paper cutters to create 3D models. Really, the main focus of my internship, and perhaps the reason why I was hired, was to show how easy it is for normal people to get started with 3D modeling. I think making Cricut models for people who are already interested in crafting really exemplifies that. Keeping that same sentiment of engaging potential new 3D modelers in mind, I decided to launch a public engagement project in which I placed 3D printed tiny 3-inch sea lines around the city. The figurines were hidden in plain sight around local favorite spots and were engraved with a hashtag so that people could find the backstory behind the project. I was quite thankful to my team for supporting me in this endeavor, as they had never done anything like this before and we couldn't predict the outcome. I feel like with more time the project could have really taken off and the public would have adopted it organically. In addition to creating content for 123D, I was also able to push out a few Instructables, so it was really amazing to become part of that community as well. Overall, I learned more than I ever could have imagined at my time here, and I'm super thankful for the full bandwidth of creativity that Autodesk, specifically the Pier 9 community, has allowed me.